UCAN Radio. Let's go.
Find your dream job with ease.
That's incredible.
It is possible.
Hi, Neji. How it's going?
I'm going pretty well. I am a software engineer.
Wow.
I've been an immigrant. I understand what it's like going into a new country. You must be brave. Point your phone at the picture. It identifies a face.
Is it possible for them to use it for searching jobs in other languages?
Yes, it is.
Pay for something using only your voice.
It will do that as well. Just believe and it is possible.
This is Business Podcast Series on UCAN Radio. Listen to UCAN Radio. Support Ukraine.
Всім привіт, друзі! Це UCAN Radio. Мене звати Дмитро Господінов. У нас сьогодні продовження випусків наших бізнес-подкастів. У нас сьогодні незвичайний гость. У нас сьогодні людина, яка має більше 18 років досвіду software development engineering. І це не просто software development, це artificial intelligence. Це те, що для нас всіх дуже з вами важливо. Можна мені представити Neji Tawo. Hi, Neji. How it's going?
I'm going pretty well.
Thank you for joining us today, and I'm so inspired to ask you a huge amount of questions because the topic, your field of expertise, is so huge right now, and it's rising so fast. So I believe that all our audience will be happy to hear about what you're doing.
Yeah, awesome, true.
But first of all, tell me about yourself.
Okay, well, I am a software engineer.
Wow.
I've been building software products since I was 17. I am 41 now. So pretty much...
Wow. So it's 18 years, no more,
yeah,
more.
It's about over 20, going to 20, 25 years.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've been doing this. Yeah. So I'm the founder and CEO of a company called SageMaster AI. And what we're trying to do is use AI to make it easier for people to find jobs. You know, the workforce right now, getting a job can be very hard. So most times people have to apply for hundreds of jobs before they can get one. And what we're saying at SageMaster is that instead of sending out job applications, let us help you do the application first by showing you the jobs you should apply for and the ones you should not apply for, because there's some of them that do not match your experience.
Oh, that is so wise, you know. Because, sometimes when I just landed to Canada a little bit less than 2 years ago and I started my job search process, I just was applying, 50 per day. And it's so... it's not effective.
Yes.
Then I start to tailor it and I just send 1 or 2 per day. But it's still challenging because you experience fear. You don't know.
Yes.
Does this time worth sending resume to this particular employer?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, but before we will start and speak deeply about this project, I have assumption why you created exactly this company. You know why? I went through your LinkedIn page and I counted 18 experiences. 18 right now. So you started in Nigeria, and 2017, if I'm not mistaken, it was Montreal where you landed to Canada,
Yes, it was.
Tell me a little bit about your experiences traveling the Canada, because I saw San Francisco, but mostly it was Canada in this part. Montreal, Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, a lot of Calgary experiences. How was it for you secure your first job contract?
Well, coming as a newcomer, I came in as an immigrant. I landed as a newcomer. It was tough. It was challenging in the beginning. I wasn't sure what to expect. But I was a bit fortunate because I had some people here who had already gone through the system and they told me, okay, this is how you apply or this is how you do it. And I sent out my applications. I took a few courses online to learn how to interview, and I worked in Calgary for a bit, then I moved to Toronto, worked in Toronto as well, then came back to Calgary, and I started out my own. After the pandemic, I said I wanted to go on my own and start my own business, my technology business. So here we are with SageMaster. So I would say that it's been an interesting journey, but I understand the pain points from an immigrant. I understand what it's like going into a new country. So one thing I say is that you must be brave. First of all, don't be afraid.
And a little bit bold. Exactly. Brave enough and bold enough.
Exactly. You have to be brave and bold. And take opportunities. It's the come.
I saw a lot of job experiences where it was like the huge brands, HSBC, Yes. Deloitte.
Yes.
ATB. What else?
And
you're a senior software developer, Android developer. So it was a senior consultant. Wow, what moves person like you, which gets all the jobs people dream about, to start your own business?
Well, I would say that, first of all, I like to think of myself as someone who is everything and someone who is nothing at the same time. In the sense that I say I'm everything, in the sense that I believe I can learn anything, and I believe I can be whatever I want to be. At the same time, I am nothing, in the sense that I am not put into any box. So I've had the opportunity to work in different roles. Like I'm also an Android engineer. I've been in projects where I got a job and they said, hey, they need somebody to work on iPhone. And I said, okay, I will do it. And I jumped on it. So that willingness to learn is the key.
And curiosity, probably, yeah?
Exactly. So for me, after going through, I've done cloud, I've done all this, the vast tech field, I realized that my passion is basically solving problems and seeing people happy from using my solutions. So for me, that's what gives me joy. So at one point I said, you know what, in fact, I will tell you the story of how I started SageMaster. I was looking through a legal contract that I had, and I needed my lawyer to respond to it. Mm-hmm. The lawyer said, okay, sorry, I'm on vacation. I can only come back in 2 weeks. And I needed to sign that contract in 2 days. So I said, okay, why don't I build myself a small AI that can actually explain that contract in detail, because I don't want to read everything. And I built it, tested it, it worked. And the funny thing was, a lawyer friend of mine now came and saw it and said, oh, I'll give you $400.
Oh, really?
Give me that product, yes. And that's how this company started from there. So that's the idea, that curiosity of trying out things and also wanting to be just being curious and basically bold and brave, curiosity as well. Yeah.
Well, and sometimes it started so unexpectedly.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't the idea first for the big business, but now it's quite big. Yeah. How many users you have right now?
About 1,000 users right now, and then it's growing. And we also have recruiters as well. That's the thing. We also launched, in fact, today we launched an AI product today where recruiters can find the candidates they want. Because sometimes you're looking for a job, it's not just you. Even the recruiter is looking for the right candidates, mm-hmm. so that way they can submit your profile or they hire the right person. So what they've just done is that we make it easy for you, the candidate, to find the job. We even help you apply for the job. We make a new resume for you, a new cover letter for you. One click, make it very easy. Even if you're coming from a previous country, your experiences, we capture that. And we make the recruiter make it possible that when they have a job, they can come and search and say, okay, this is the experience I need. And your experience will shine, will come out, and they find you as well. So
you do everything. Can you work instead of me after all this process? So you can even apply for a job. Yes. How it works?
It's like this. Sometimes you're busy. You have, you know how you have to fill a lot of all the job websites you go and fill. So when you put your resume into SageMaster, it searches all over, finds you the jobs, searches all over the internet, finds you the jobs you qualify for. Then it tells you this one you have 90% chance of this one, and this is why you have a high chance. This one you have 40% chance. This is a training you need to do. So it's not just only searching, it's telling you this is what you need in order to get the job, and this is the job you should apply for. And if you're busy, you don't have the time to apply, just click a button there. We have analysts at the back who will fill the application for you. Every month we do 30 for you for free. So it's, that's how it works.
So let's divide. You have a live person,
yes,
who will send all the applications instead of me.
For you, fill the applications.
30.
Yes, every month for you.
And you have artificial intelligence, like machine, I don't know.
Yes.
It works to create resume, to tailor it, to train me, to learn how to adjust my resume to make it more suitable for this desirable role, yeah?
In fact, the artificial intelligence does the thing for you. You know, a lot of times they say when you submit you're trying to submit an application, they say make a new resume for every job. Just click one button. The SageMaster will take your current resume, take the job, and create a new one that aligns. It's not lying. It's not going to tell lies. It's going to say, okay, this is the experience you've had. You know this and that and this, which will help make sure that that resume, when you submit it, it will pass through all the job filters. So that way it's what they call ATS compliance in one click. So
you see this goose skin right now. That's insane, man. That's really insane.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid of it. I will be honest with you. I'm afraid of what artificial intelligence and you together can do with myself. Look, well, first of all, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. The idea is amazing, and I will create an account definitely, and I will test how it works. And probably I will close the radio because I will find a job using your artificial intelligence stuff.
We want you to still be on.
Yeah. But tell me, please, for last 15 plus year, let's call it like that, you are involved in this world. You're deep inside. Mm-hmm. How was it 15 years ago with artificial intelligence?
15 years ago, I would say we were still at the foundational level, because artificial intelligence has existed for a long time, since the 1960s.
Ah, really?
Yes, it has. But the thing is that we did not have what they call the computational power, like the computers, to actually train, and the data to train AI to be what it is. So 15 years ago, we were at the foundational stage of machine learning, where, you would, some of the things that we could do then was, for example, in banking, then we will use machine learning algorithms to sort of identify a transaction, if it is fraudulent or not.
Mm-hmm.
Those were some of the basic things. Then we moved gradually into computer vision. At some point, you notice that your phone, you point your phone at the picture, it identifies a face. It can tell this is a face.
Yeah.
So that was the area of what they call the deep learning era. So then now we are now in the third era now, which is the era of generative AI.
Wow. You're talking about eras. In my head, it's like thousands and thousands of years. But it's going so fast, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. In fact, the amount of progress we have made in artificial intelligence in the last 10 to 15 years, I think we did not make that amount of progress in the last 40. Because now we're in the third era of AI, which is the generative AI era. And this was something that was, there was a discovery at Google in 2017, a paper called the Transformer Architecture. Now, that paper...
Transformer Architecture.
Yes.
Explain it, please. Tell me more.
It's basically just a design of... AI is just trying to mimic what goes on in the human brain. So it is a design of how you position the different... You can think of the cells. We call them neurons. Even in software, in AI, we have them call them neural networks. So it's an arrangement of neural networks that you can place in a certain way, and the networks can now learn and create content. And that's what gave birth to the generative AI era that we have now. And that's why you heard ChatGPT, you hear of Claude, you hear of all Gemini, all of these things now. And AI has changed the world completely. In fact, since 2022, when ChatGPT launched, I would say the world is now divided into two eras now. Before ChatGPT and after ChatGPT. So you want to write an essay, you want to make videos, you want to do so many things now, AI can do that for you. So we at SageMaster, we said, okay, before now you want to apply for a job, you have to go to all the job websites, you have to search, you have to apply, you have to send here. But with AI now, AI tools like SageMaster now give you an edge. And that way, we can make it possible for you to find your dream job with ease. That's why we say, find your dream job with ease.
That's your motto, yeah? That's kind of a promo. Find your job with ease.
Yes.
And then work with ease using ChatGPT. Tell me, please, creating this big thing, next big thing, let's call it like that, because I believe it's really amazing. It's something that it makes possible just using artificial intelligence. So you create a SageMaster AI using artificial intelligence as well, I believe.
Well, yes and no. There's artificial intelligence, like the models we use, the AI model we use. We teach the model to identify a resume and a job, and sort of, if you see a particular person's resume, the AI can actually learn to say, okay, this person has experience either in banking, so this is the banking job that I will find. I will go and look for a banking job for this person. In fact, there's something concepts called agents now that we're hearing. It's the hottest thing now in the AI agents. So it's AI that can think, reason, and act on your behalf, and that's what we have at SageMaster now.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
How big is your team?
Well, we are about 5. There's 5 people on the team. The team is growing. We hope to maybe get to double that number, double the size by next year, sometime next year. It's been an interesting journey, I will tell you. Not without it.
Well, it's a question actually about the prices. So if you have a big team, 5, it's not a big team actually, yeah, for the company like that can do such great things. You're gonna grow it, but you created and you invested a lot of your expertise, a lot of knowledge, a lot of time, and probably a lot of money to that. In terms of business, when it will be profitable for you, how much should I pay or everybody pays for subscription? It's subscription based?
Yes, it is subscription based. Well, currently what we do is that AI is actually very expensive to run. That's the truth. It's really expensive. So we charge a monthly subscription of $20 a month, Canadian dollars a month. But if you do the yearly subscription, we have a coupon where we give you 50% off if you do the yearly subscription. And we say that we know that...
Excuse me, I didn't get it. 50 or 15?
50% off.
50% off?
Yes.
So $10 per month if I will do it.
No, it's actually it's $20 per month if you're doing monthly. But if you go the yearly, instead of paying $200 for a year, you're getting it at $100 for a year under that. So.
We have a lot of audience, especially on YouTube, from Ukraine right now. Is it possible for them to use it for searching jobs in other languages?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes. The SageMaster AI understands 50 languages. So in fact, you can...
Including Ukrainian?
Including Ukrainian. So you have a resume written in Ukrainian or any other language, you just upload it. The AI understands the language, can understand the experience you have, and can find you the matching job in Canada or in the location that you specify. It works in the US as well. It works in all over the world as well.
Wow. All of us Ukrainians have a common trouble. English works perfect. I believe that Chinese would work perfect as well. Spanish, French. As for Ukrainian, it's not the most popular language in the world. Yeah, it became popular because of the war, because people want to recover and learn this language somehow. But it's still not one of the popular languages, and a lot of machines they don't do an excellent job. Sometimes if you want to listen something in Ukrainian, it will sound like not actually true Ukrainian language. If you will translate it, is even in ChatGPT sometimes it's became better and better. But how it's possible to learn 50 languages for machine, and how it's possible to tailor resumes in Ukrainian to understand all context, to understand all details and like this?
Well, I've had the same question asked because some people come and say, the Ukrainian language itself is peculiar because most of the machines, but the machines are getting better at it. So, and we use several models for AI models for translation, for all of that. So, and we have humans in the loop as well. So in fact, we even have an expert in-house who actually works with Ukrainian resumes, because we observe that that's an area. So the lady actually helps us also, any of the content that is not exactly output, we have human beings who actually would modify and make the changes and ensure we're getting the accurate translations out of that as well. So Well,
you dedicated a special person. Yes. Just why? Because the Ukrainians are the market for you right now. A lot of Ukrainians were moved out from the country, immigrate. A lot of them are refugees in other countries, not in Canada, because all of Ukrainians have here open work permits, and that's great. Thanks Canadian government that we can contribute to the community, and we can work and we can pay taxes and all of that. But a lot of Ukrainians just forced to search new jobs. Was it a strategic decision to you to dedicate the person for Ukrainian market, or it's the same for all markets and you have guys from all countries to learn?
For Ukrainian, it was a strategic decision because the Ukrainian community is also a large community that we are approaching as well. So for most other languages do not have the problems because they have been, over time, the machines and AI models have done a great job and been fine-tuned. But in the case of Ukrainian and a few other languages as well, off the head out of my head, like we have Tagalog, we have someone who does for Philippines and that's Tagalog as well. So ensure that the content that's being generated actually is accurate and is concise. That's how we...
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Let's create accounts. Let's see how it works. And we will be really thankful to you if Ukrainian will run great. It would be really nice because sometimes, as I told you, we had problems. And thank you that you teach this artificial intelligence thing to understand Ukrainian and to speak Ukrainian better. Cool. So we have already like approximately 20-25 minutes doing this podcast. And I know that you have a special video. This video explains how SageMaster works, SageMaster AI works, yeah? And you created it in Ukrainian language.
Well, yes. What we did was we actually recorded it and then we used it because AI now, there's some amazing AI tools now that can actually transcribe from different languages. So we used the tool to try to get, and we did it over and over and over again. And then we had our in-house person also say, okay, this isn't correct. With editing, all of that. And we had a tool now that can show you how this works in Ukrainian. And the good thing is that even on the SageMaster website, you can change your language to Ukrainian. So that way you're seeing, you're reading in your local language. And we keep improving as well.
So let's watch this video. We will attach it to this podcast and you will tell us how it works. As for me, I saw it. And it works great, I believe. So let's give you opportunity to check it out, how it works. Before we will end, let's speak about inspiration. Let's speak about the ideas. Well, I know that this SageMaster AI is great stuff, and it's a great idea. It makes it so easy when somebody not only creates your resume, but also make all this application. This is nice. That's what people need, you know. I also know that you have a PayTalk project. And the idea was amazing, you know? Wow. Just pay for something using only your voice. Yeah. How these ideas comes to your head? How you come up with new ideas?
Well, I don't know. Some people say maybe I'm a little more of a mad scientist. And then, well, for me, I think it's because I just, when I see a problem, I cannot, to me, until I find a solution, it keeps bothering me.
It's amazing problem. You know, so, here, Calgary, winter, cold, I have to pay for my parking. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't want even to take off my my gloves. It's cold to make it with application. It's impossible to make it with this machine. Yeah. So I can just probably say, hey Siri, hey Alexa, pay for my parking. I'm here, and it will. It
will do that as well. That's PayTalk. It was my. Currently, in fact, we're redesigning that program to even make it work with combining that with generative AI now would make it way more powerful. So you imagine you could say at 7 a.m. in the morning, get me a cup of coffee from Starbucks. And
that's it. And it will order it on Uber Eats or something.
To figure out how
it will do it by
itself. Figure it out, place the order. Make sure, track it, make sure it's delivered to you, all of that.
And drone will bring it to me.
Well, we don't have drones yet, but definitely that's what we can see that in the future as well. So those are some of the things that it's an interesting time to be alive because of the advancements in AI. Of course, I'm sure you see on the internet, you see the kind of things that Tesla and the rest of them are doing. So yeah, interesting times as well.
Tell me, please, about your expectations about the next 5 to 10 years, how the world will look like for you as an entrepreneur. What are the opportunities? What are the challenges?
I think I would say that one skill that everyone should, the future, the way I can, if I'm to predict what the future would look like, humans and artificial intelligence would exist or coexist side by side. So, for example, I would have, I might not even need to work anymore. I might have my own AI that goes out and does my job for me or does whatever for me. This is just my imagination going wild, but I can send, maybe it can be a robot or whatever that does something for me. And you're seeing that with things like robo-taxis, that a car will go and drive for you and make money for you and come out. So everybody has to get on this AI journey, because it's as consequential as being literate. You know how to say knowing how to read and write? Mm-hmm. So over the next 5 years, knowing how to use AI tools will become as important as that. That's what I say. So I think the world, we all have to prepare. And also, I would say having an open mind is the key to success as well.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So I can imagine that in the morning, I will read my craft, paper newspaper. And my robot will walk with my, Boston Dynamic dog. Then it will come back. I will just enjoy the life. Looks like paradise in your vision, yeah?
Yeah, well,
hope so.
Also, healthcare is another area where you would see a lot of AI. And in fact, there's a lot of research now going into what they call bionic body parts. So people who have maybe lost an arm, people who are disabled or whatever, maybe blind, we're going to see AI.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, it's important really because of the war, you know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of injured people who needs bionic arms, legs, who needs devices to be able to see, to hear. And inspiring things and terrible things going like simultaneously right now. And it's always challenges and opportunities ahead. Just to finish our podcast, as a business series for UCAN Radio listeners, just give some inspirational motivation paragraph for all listeners.
Okay, I would say that it is possible. It might be tough, it might be a struggle, but as long as you do not give up, it is possible. So whatever dreams you have, pursue your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't worry about how hard it is now. It is going to get better, and just believe, and it is possible. That's my closing statement.
Thank you so much, Neji.
Thank you very much.
Друзі, це була неймовірна людина. Неджі Таво, 18 років досвіду. Він працює з Artificial Intelligence ще до того. Працював, коли це не було трендом. І зараз в нього є компанії, неймовірні ідеї. Я запрошую вас, подивіться, що він робить. Ми під цим відео зробимо лінк з PayTalk, ми під цим відео зробимо лінк з SageMaster AI, ви зможете створити собі аккаунт, наприклад, і скористуватися, подивитися, як це. І, можливо, ви знайдете собі роботу, що дуже і дуже важливо. Це бізнес-серіс на UCAN Radio. Побачимось.
Listen to UCAN Radio. Support Ukraine.